Welcome to WebWatchWorld.com. This is a quick look at the Glycine or Glycine Combat Sub Dive Watch. Please visit WebWatchWorld.com for all the details, more photos, and discussion of this wristwatch and many more. The Glycine Combat Sub is one of the most popular watches the Swiss company makes, and for good reason. It has everything going for it, and in fact, it's my perfect wristwatch. It's the right size with perfect dimensions, not too big and not too small. It's also incredibly accurate, it has great classic looks, and it's a good combination of rugged, sporty, and semi-dressy with its highly polished stainless steel contrasting the brushed parts, the deep blue face, white hands, and orange bezel on this model. The Combat name is also used by Glycine on some non-diver watches, and I had a 50-meter Combat, but I just didn't like it as much as the Combat Sub. The combination of the white hands against the dark blue on this one and the finely marked minute indices make this watch very easy to read. And that's the whole point, right? Notice that the long minute hand and sweep seconds hand also extend right out to the indices, unlike many other watch companies that get this little detail so wrong. That detail, and the fact that this one is so accurate, makes it a real pleasure to set to atomic time in the morning and then watch the seconds and minute hands sweep by the 12 right on time every minute and every hour of the day. The Combat Sub comes in several different color combinations, and I came across a good deal on this one, which was lightly used by the previous owner. It took me a while to get used to the blue face with orange bezel, but it's definitely grown on me, and it's a unique signature of the Glycine Combat Sub, and it also attracts a lot of attention, so why not? You can sort of see the sunburst effect in the deep blue face, and this effect is much more pronounced out in the sun rather than under the studio lights. The crown is signed and it's heavily serrated in true dive watch fashion, as is the tight-fitting bezel. Typical of most Glycine watches, the Combat Sub has drilled through lugs, and you can see the small 24-hour numbers underneath the 1 to 12 on the face also. The clasp on the bracelet is pressed stainless steel, and it's a nice-fitting diver-type safety clasp with an extension. The caseback is nicely engraved, a bit hard to see in this video because the bracelet isn't apart, but it has the Glycine logo engraved. The crown has an O-ring and crown guards. It's easy to catch the threads with it, and you'd really have to try to cross-thread this one. A couple of turns and it's locked down. You can feel it hit the O-ring, and you don't want to make it too tight, just snug enough to let the O-ring do its job. It has a beautiful sweep of the seconds hand across the face with the standard ETA 2824-2 movement. It has all the standard ETA 2824 features, winding by the crown or the automatic winder. It hacks, of course, and it has a quick date set. Pull out the crown and adjust the date without affecting the time setting. You can see the mechanism is nice and tight with very little play in the hands, unlike many other watches I've tried. The bezel is also tight in typical diver fashion. It has 60 clicks, which is preferred because they can make the detent stronger with less chance of knocking the timer bezel out of its setting, important while diving. The bracelet is also very nice, and it fits smartly at the end links between the lugs. The Combat Sub also comes in a strap version, but it'd be easy enough to fit a new strap to this one if you so desired. So that's a quick look at the Glycine or Glycine Combat Sub Dive Watch. For more information, photos, and all the details of this wristwatch and many more, please visit WebWatchWorld.com. Thanks for watching.